In order to simplify a radical or a square root, we do need to know some prerequisite information. Mainly, it's good to know that the square root of 4 is 2, and so on. So knowing that your perfect squares as high up as you really need to go. So I will just write them all out here so we can use them for reference. All right, so we have that prerequisite information down. We will use it for reference. Let's first start out by simplifying something that is not a perfect square. So like the number 28, right? There is no integer square root. There's no integer that when we do it times itself will give us 28. So therefore, this is an irrational number. So instead of just outputting as a rational value, we need to simplify it. We need to think, what is the largest perfect square factor of 28? All of these values under the roots are the perfect squares. Which one is a factor of 28? Well, the only one that's a factor of 28 is 4, and it happens to be the largest. So we can rewrite the square root of 28 as the square root of 4 times the square root of 7, because 4 times 7 gives us back to 28. We do this because the square root of 4 can get crossed out and brought out as a 2. The square root of 4 is 2, so our final answer is 2 root 7. That is a more simplified way of writing the square root of 28. The next one we'll try is the square root of 50. 50 is not a perfect square, and so it does not have a rational square root. So instead, we'll simplify it and write the final answer with a root in it. The largest perfect square factor of 50 is 25. So we can rewrite the square root of 50 as the square root of 25 times the square root of 2. The square root of 25 gets crossed out and brought out as a 5, and then we're left with root 2. So 5 root 2 is equivalent to the square root of 50. Okay, our last example, we'll be breaking down or simplifying 5 square root of 18. So this time we have a value out in front. Let's focus on the square root of 18. 18 is not a perfect square, so we have to simplify it instead. What is the largest perfect square factor of 18? 9. So we can rewrite the square root of 18 as root 9 times root 2. And we still have the 5 out front. We'll keep it there. The square root of 9 can be written as a 3, and get brought down as a 3. This 5 is being multiplied by the 3. I'm going to put the dot there now, otherwise it would look like 53. And so our final answer will be 15 root 2.